Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake Clark, and I make content about content. And right now, I'm focusing on something huge. This is one of the biggest things that I've worked on. Um, it's a campaign. It's a brand awareness campaign for this channel, this show called Between Two Buds, and it's this fantastic show hosted by these two guys, my friends John and Corey. They're fantastic. They have fantastic chemistry. They talk about a topic that I feel like it's definitely important. It's good to and they handle it in a very fun. It's like extremely fun, yet mature way, you know. And I definitely feel like this is the type of show that people are really gonna be interested in talking about. So between two buds, it's a show that talks. It focuses primarily on marijuana, but they discuss the culture of it. They uh, they review it. You know, they give honest reviews of whether or not this marijuana is good or bad. They talk about the benefits, the downsides. They talk about it in a realistic way. You know, it's very grounded. I've heard people that I've heard people who've seen the show as well refer to it as a groundbreaking show, and I really agree. I think that this is and it's just fun. You know, it's a good burst of life. You know, that's definitely I feel like what it feels like to experience these guys, and I want to help them grow because that's the thing right now. They definitely have the talent and they have the drive. That's the big thing. When I when I talk to Corey in particular, one thing that stands out about him is it's his drive. That's the one thing I'm like, oh yeah, no, this guy he can definitely do it. All he needs is the right platform uh, in order to showcase his talents because he's definitely got it. He's definitely got it. He's doing everything that it takes to be as good as he is at what he does, and I respect the crap out of that. You know, and I think that's something that people can appreciate for sure, for sure. So, so what I want to do for these guys is I want to help build some awareness. And so, one of the ways that let me go look at the channel and keep in mind, bear in mind, I'm aware that that was a typo. Campaign, yeah, I'm aware that that was a typo. I was just like, I just typed it out. I know how to spell campaign. Don't get it twisted. No worries about that. Between Two Buds awareness campaign. So let's look them up. Between Two Buds. Two Buds 420. Between Two Buds 420. As you can see, they don't have too many subscribers just yet. And I want to help. I want to see what I can do. Because I feel like they're. Here's why I believe that this is worthwhile. I feel like the content that they create, it's definitely content that there's an audience out there. There's an audience out there that would. I'm having so much fun whenever I watch these guys. Whenever I'm there watching their show, because I've been there in person. These guys are just like they're super cool, super chill. You feel like they make you feel like you're a friend like right away. You know, they have that good positive vibe. Um, but this is definitely content that people. How many people enjoy smoking weed? I'm on edible right now, and it's like it's only growing. It's only growing more and more. Um, I have two of my neighbors right now. It's the middle of summer, right? High, big ass, legal by the way, because I'm in Canada. If you don't know this the Toronto Trade Association is in Canada. They have these big ass weed plants. My neighbor, um, who's a friend of who connected me to meet these guys in the first place. My neighbor, uh, she works with one of the biggest dispensaries. Um, in Toronto, and she kills it, you know. And that's just like a little side tangent, but that's just to show that there's that's just to show that there's a huge market for marijuana enjoyers. There's a huge market out there for that. And these guys talk about it in a way where it's like you're not gonna just like you're not gonna abuse it, you know. It's all about having a healthy balance with it. That's what they talk about a lot. That's why I like these guys a lot. Get high in golf between two buds. Like, think about it like this too. How many shows out there are just about like buds being buds, and then like when you watch that show, it's like almost like, oh, you're a third bud. You know what I mean? Like SpongeBob and Patrick. That's a fantastic example. Barney and Fred Flintstone. You know, it makes you feel like those are your homies. That's exactly what it's. This is like it's definitely got like a That 70s Show kind of vibe. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like That 70s Show, you know, imprinted onto a YouTube channel. So let's look at their channel directly. So I've talking to them and I'm seeing them do this. A definite issue is the lack of consistency on the channel, right? So you can't, realistically, you're not gonna grow. They only have 20 total videos on this channel. Realistically, you're not gonna grow too significantly when you're only posting like twice every 10 months. You know what I mean? So the content does have to become far more consistent. And they've told me personally that they're working on. I've seen them film the episodes themselves, right? And I'm seeing him edit, and like they're working really hard to the content is on the way. The content is on the way, right? But it definitely does need to be worked on. That's definitely a weakness for right now. But the stuff that they do have, urination IQ, urination IQ, if it killed me. Like it's just like it's not for everybody, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not like it's for everybody. But there is an audience out there, which is the point. So like I want to connect that audience. I want to connect that potential audience, the audience that will engage with this type of stuff, to Between Two Buds. And this is Corey, aka Phoenix. He is the primary host. Super Ugly Films. Alright, but that may be a thing though. Like, you lose people, okay? That's the tricky thing. That's a tricky thing about being an artist versus being a business person. So if you're focused on, if your goal is to utilize YouTube for business, because he wants to utilize it, Corey primarily, he's an actor. And he's a good actor from what I've seen, right? He definitely has the chops. There's a type out there, you know. He fits a good type, you know, which is unique. It's like he's a unique guy, you know what I mean? It's like he has like this interesting insightfulness about him that I feel like is appealing to a wider audience. So I think that he, as an actor, there's roles out there for him. He's telling me he's been nailing like 6, 7, 8 roles within the past month. That's insane. That's insane. So like he's definitely on his way, right? So he's an artist. He's a good creative mind. He has the juice. He has the juice. But when it comes to creating content that is going to engage the masses, sometimes you have to sacrifice a certain artistry. You know what I mean? And an example of what I mean by this is that you can't go like, it's tough to go with like the slow intro, just because people's attention spans nowadays, it's like they're getting shorter and shorter. They're getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. It's actually that's probably one of the biggest difficulties people with a more creative drive are gonna have to overcome, is just like starting fast and hard. You know what I mean? Like you gotta catch the attention, and you gotta keep pounding away at their dopamine receptors. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying like go all out with the over the topness. I'm just saying sometimes less is more when you're trying to build an audience, especially at first, because when people are coming in from a prospecting mindset where they're checking out your channel for the first time, they don't really know what you're about. You kind of have to get to the point a little bit faster. Videos that do that are likely to end up having more views. So I would recommend that for this channel for sure. But at the same time, you know, as an artist, you shouldn't sacrifice all of your artistic intentions purely for the sake of profit. You know, it's not easy. I can't like in good conscience ever recommend that. I'm just saying that there has to be like a definite balance. Because you do this section here, I'm talking about a lot, but this first 30 seconds, it's not, this first 8 seconds. 8 seconds is what they believe that's the cutoff point. If you can't catch people's attention within the first 8 seconds of the video, they're likely to click off so fast. Like TMG, I recognize their videos. I'm far more likely to watch a video of somebody that I've already watched than I am to watch a brand new artist. So there has to be a balance. And so I feel like that's important. But that's all I'm going to talk about in this video for right now, because it's a bit long. But I hope that this helps. So let me type it out here. So for growth, is to all right. So let's create what the goal is for the brand awareness campaign that I'm creating for Between Two Buds, right? Because we're partnering together, and I'm gonna help them grow their channel, right? So the goal boost Between Two Buds subscriber count by 25% by the end of March, or by the end of August. This time next month. All right. Meaning by this time next month, by August 31st. So that's what we're gonna do to get started. That's gonna be it for this video for right now. 15 minutes is, I feel like it's a good time to stop. Please check out Between Two Buds for yourself. If you see this video, I would really appreciate that, because those guys, they're really killing it. I feel like they're really on their way to something special. So check them out, see if you enjoy. Hey, and leave a like on this video. I would appreciate that if you like my videos, because like I'm trying my best out here, bro. And I feel like, hey, I feel like this was like a fire video. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was pretty fire. So yeah, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe, you know, maybe, I don't know. And check out Between Two Buds for sure. Those guys, they're fire. And like, I'm digging this type of content. I like this like live live market plan creation for the homies. Like, I feel like that's dope, man. That's dope. Cause then, like, if you're also like a business, or if you're a person who wants to help people create marketing plans, this is a good way to learn. So this was fire, bro. All right, I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day.